and you will shout out the answers. So, for example, if I said to you, can I have the name of a famous person? You'd shout out.
Famous person.
You know that bit a minute ago when I said about it's a bit like a panto, where I shout something out and you shout back the reply? It works the same with questions. So if I say, can I have the name of a famous person, please? You shout back.
Barack Obama!
Much better. And a famous place? Is everyone okay? Do you want me to come around and hug you all individually so we get on a bit better? So, can I have the name of a mythical beast?
Baby!
That's better. Alright, so you know mythical beasts, but you don't know names. What magazines do you read? Alright, so the first game we're going to play is a game called Die Story. And the way the story works is I ask you for a famous person, which I know is probably going to be really hard. So I might, should we do that about a famous mythical beast instead? Alright, Ross, can you edge in a bit, because you're not in the light. Not in front of the wall. Can I have the name of a mythical beast, please?
Unicorn.
Yeah, louder.
Griffin.
A griffin unicorn. A grifficorn, yeah, because they exist. And the grifficorn is going on a magical adventure. Where's it going?
London.
It's going to London, because they built a Disneyland in London now, haven't they? Has anyone else been? We went, didn't we? Me and that man there, we went, didn't we? We had a nice time. What was that ride we went on? It was pretty good. Space Mountain, you're right. So, this story is a story about the grifficorn, which goes to the new Disneyland they built in London. The story will start with my finger as Ross passed all the way along the flags until we get to the end. That's chapter 1. That's easy, isn't it, boys and girls?
Yay!
I said that's easy, isn't it, boys and girls? Yes! Lovely. So, the grifficorn goes on a magical journey to the Disneyland they built in London.
The grifficorn woke up one day, it was sunny and lovely, and he thought, well, what a wonderful day this is. I will get up and move my horn from my wings, and what a lovely time this is we're having in the sunshine. So he got in the shower, and he was like, this is weird, I didn't know I had scales. And then he put on his favourite pants and his trousers, and he headed out to Disneyland in London.
And so he got on the train and he thought, oh my goodness, what lovely countryside I'm passing by. He started having a wonderful dream. And all of a sudden, he woke up.
He woke up to his dismay and he had impaled a small child upon his horn. Of course, the grifficorn. He peeled the small child off, used its skin as an extra pair of underpants because he was going to go on the log flumes later on in the day.
All the while, the child was screaming, help me, Mummy, help me! I'm now a pair of grifficorn pants!
I don't want to go to the fairground, said the little boy. Well, too bad, you'll have to, because it's not a fairground, I don't know what you're talking about. Lots of fun, your Disneyland.
Speaking of lots of fun, his mum came rushing out with her big, long, scary nails and Essex blonde hair and started screaming, get off my child, get off!
Because you'll have to pay double when you get in, and it's not, you haven't got any money in your account because it's your child.
Very good! That's very informative as well. Not only is this evening going to be funny, we'll teach you a whole bunch of shit. There are no pockets in children. Medical fact. Okay, so chapter 2 is a little different to chapter 1 in the fact that if anybody says anything that you don't like, or they get it a little bit wrong, or they get a bit nervous and they fluff their words, then you get to shout, die. We were going to change...
No, it isn't. No, it's horrible. As somebody said, it's not very nice.
Die.
We were going to change it from the word die, because die is awful, isn't it? But we couldn't think of a better word, and die is just funny. So we'll have a practice of die after 3. 1, 2, 3. Die! We'll have a practice of... Yeah, we'll have a practice of die after 3. 1, 2, 3. Die! Mean it! Die! So chapter 2, Grifficorn goes to London wearing child's pants.
Grifficorn was wondering what a wonderful zombie
Die!
Die!
Oh, you lot are ruthless, I love you! Right, Debs, we're on chapter 1, 2, 3, we're on chapter 3 and a half-ish. First 2 chapters are shit, so don't worry about that. Next chapter is great, Deb's got a fantastic, you know this chapter, the thing happens with the, and then he moves on to the, she's brilliant at this chapter, are you ready? Are you ready, boys and girls?
Yeah!
Yes! Are you ready, boys and girls?
Yes! He decided to go on the first ride, which was a great big merry-go-round.
The merry-go-round was going extremely fast, and so the Gryffindor had to put his...
Die!
The Gryffindor had to put his horn
Against the merry-go-round pole. Da 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 da. Oh, help me, Mummy, help me, said the boy who was still the pants.
And just then, the pants ripped. So, I've ripped my pants, and not only that, I've killed the small child. What can I do next? I know. I need some,
Just hand myself into the police. But how do I do that? I'm still stuck on this merry-go-round, and there's this scream. No, dead child!
Oh, a dead child?
And I want to go on the log flume later, and what am I going to do for extra pants?
Good thinking again! That informative there! Okay, so, not going to lie to you, ladies and gentlemen, we don't usually get rid of that many people in the first round. This time, my fickle finger of fate, this one. No, do you like that? It's alliteration as well. Anyway, I'll move on. My fickle finger of fate is going to be more random, so, was that a die?
I think it was a ticket, actually.
Well, shouted it or was calling me?
Shouted.
Either way, correct. Right. My fickle finger of fate is going to be more random, so I shall move along the line at whatever speed and pace I desire. If I want to start here and go over there, then I bloody well will, because it's my show tonight. Right. We'll be on chapter 3.5-ish, and the unicorn, it's going to have a really nice time.
Space Mountain, I love Space Mountain. I've always wanted to go on it since I was a little corn.
But I've never been able to go because my pants are too small.
And they don't fit me very well.
Until I
Grew into them.
I often do when I get bigger.
Now the sun's going down, I've only got 3 rides left to go.
I must complete
The mirror hall.
of Disney World.
Where am I at?
Which is great. I want to go
To the...
Other mirror hall.
Because there I can see
Myself. Good looking I am.
bizarre.
Lee. That's...
I love how my feathers turn into scales halfway out my body.
I turn blue and electric.
Which is great for when I go on the other rides that have a luminous lighting, because I light up like a very big light. Thanks very much for carrying on talking to me.
Unfortunately, the rest of the book tails off a little bit. So, obviously, I couldn't just leave the book there, because then you guys would have nothing to go on it at the end of the book. So the rest of the book I sort of wrote myself in rap. So, the rest of the book, the last chapter's in rap.
Bucket of shit. Here's you being property.
So here's the last chapter of the book, entirely in rap.
I'm a Griffcorn, don't confuse me with a fawn. I love going on rides because I think it spends time going through something you should when you need to get laid. That really gets me away about me.
All the time, and I'm digging on the wall, I'm going down the rides, I'm going down the flume. I'm digging all the time, digging all the wall, and it's so fun.
I am a Gryffindor child from Harry Potter, and if you don't like it, I'm going to get hotter. Listen to my rhymes, yeah, I'm rhyming all the time.